So you guys all heard it, FSD beta codes are running in your vehicles as we speak, regardless of wherever you are in the world. Now the thing is, it's either disabled at a certain region or if you purchase the FSD beta package or not, but those two are the only two things that determine if your vehicle is activated. Now one of it is definitely easier than the other. You can easily buy FSD beta package, but you can't easily just fly over to North America, buy a car here and decide to make your life over here, and that is the only place in the world right now that has FSD beta running. Now what that all means is that when Tesla is ready to launch FSD beta in your region, all they need to do is just flip the switch and bam, you'll have FSD beta running in the next minute or so. All of this is really great because it unifies the code overall and it doesn't make Tesla have to specify in each region a certain type of software. So honestly, it's better for you and I, it's better for Tesla, it's better for the engineering team, it's better for really everybody that is part of this family. We're gonna be able to talk about certain builds from halfway across the world without having to worry if you have this or I have that. Literally all of us will have the exact same thing. So all of this is great and dandy, but I think all of us are here because we want to know when FSD beta is going to reach outside of North America. Well, the good thing is Tesla is ready to launch it in different places around the world as we speak, and if I had to throw an ETA on it, I'd say in about a month or two we're gonna start to see FSD beta launching all over the place. Now there is one country in the top of my mind, and I think it's gonna launch much sooner than the rest of the other countries. This is going to be China. Now, as we've discussed in numerous videos, Tesla is already beta testing with a lot of drivers on the streets of Australia, the UK, other parts of Europe. Elon has said that 90% of the codes being used in FSD beta of North America is going to apply to the rest of the world as well. So one thing's for sure, whatever you're seeing in the latest build here is going to be even better once it arrives in your country. But anyways, let's go straight into China here and let's talk about why they're going to be the first one and what kind of confirmation we've gotten just earlier today. Alright, so I'm going to try to sum this here as quickly as possible because if you guys want to see the rest of it and a more in-depth detailed version, go check out my previous video. I'll drop it in the description below and up top there. But what this all means is that China is a very unified country that makes it a lot easier for Tesla to apply FSD beta codes to. First of all, they speak the same language, unlike in Europe. They have the same driving rules, unlike in Europe, and generally everything, including the right hand and left hand drive situation, also is the exact same throughout the entire country, unlike in Europe. So you guys can tell why it's gonna take a lot longer in Europe versus over here. Now all that, on top of it, there is a lot of competition, a lot of EV manufacturers in China competing against Tesla, so it really pushes Tesla to launch FSD beta while NIO and XPeng and BYD, Li Auto, I'm just listing a few of the many here that do have autonomous driving software already in their vehicles and already available to purchase. This is unlike any other countries out there. There is no competition for autonomous driving, so Tesla can take their time and work on the software before launching it in those specific regions. Anyways, let's just jump straight to it. Chris Zhang, who has been supplying a lot of information regarding Shanghai factories and what their progress is like over there, he leaked a lot of good information, but this time he's given us a little bit more of a confirmation on what's going on with FSD beta in China. So according to his tweet earlier in the day today, he says that he can't go into any further details, but it looks like Tesla FSD beta is going to be coming to China sooner than later. Now, typically if this was anybody else, I would just take it with a grain of salt, but with his track record, I believe this guy. It seems like he's pretty sure with his reliable sources that FSD beta China is going to arrive at least probably within the month. Now, what even confirms this a little bit more is about a week ago, Shanghai government approved FSD beta on their roads. So if this is a coincidence, very unlikely, and the fact that Tesla has recently pushed out a software update to make every vehicle run FSD beta in the background being disabled and simply flipping the switch and all of them would be activated, that just indicates that it's coming even more. Now, in terms of why they're speaking specifically about Shanghai government and not the government of China, I'm not exactly sure why. This could be because they are testing in certain cities and is overall going to be geo-fenced like what they did with downtown Toronto. There's going to be certain areas of the city that FSD beta codes are going to run, and as soon as you step outside of that geo-fence, it's going to revert back to navigate on autopilot. If I had to take a guess, I would say that Shanghai is a very clustered city, lots of population, and that means that there is a lot of driving data within the city, and they've only gathered enough information to make that city capable of using FSD beta. I guess this is really similar to how FSD beta runs really well in parts of California and it runs really shitty in other parts of the states. Kind of the same idea here. The more people driving Teslas, the more data it collects, and that's when Tesla is going to want to launch it in that part of the country even earlier. So what does this all mean for the rest of you guys outside of China? It means that Tesla is finally launching outside of North America, and that means that they're gonna eventually launch outside of China as well. They are gonna be testing the software outside of the one and only continent, and once it's ready, and I'd say it's pretty ready at this point, they're gonna flip the switch just like that, and you're gonna have FSD beta running on your cars, and it's gonna be even better than what we've been dealing with over here with all the beta software. Kinks and bugs and regulatory issues have been resolved, so you guys are gonna get a much better experience overall. A little bit of wait, a little bit of patience is gonna go a very long way in this situation, and it's gonna make a lot of government happy to have the software running in their roads. So yeah, I am extremely excited for China and the rest of you guys even outside of China to get your hands on FSD beta very soon. I would say by the end of this year, a bunch of you guys are gonna have FSD beta running in your vehicles, so be ready for it and just anticipate it just like us Canadians when we were anticipating watching the US having all the fun. I hope that all of us collect as much data as possible and make the driving experience as awesome as possible, and once I go traveling, I will get to experience it outside of where I am now. Anyways guys, this should wrap it up for this one, but if you guys enjoyed it, if you guys want further updates, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that bell notification. This is it. This is John once again. Peace out.